right, Mike, are you good? Okay. ESPN, you good? Okay. All right, Coach, you can start us off.
It's a little better feel, Micah, than 4 years ago in this room. I had a flashback walking in, and that was the 7 turnovers, and meeting with Matt Corral in here to tell him we got his back. So, much different feeling today. That was, a really good performance, and obviously there's a couple two individuals with record-breaking performances, but I thought that the team played really well. I thought that, obviously in the second half we played some backups and didn't play as well on defense as we'd like, but close out the first half with the stop there and they missed the field goal and we go down and score a touchdown was a big momentum there, to take it to 35-10 at half. So that's a really good half against a good football team on the road, 11 a.m. kick, so really pleased with a lot of people that did really well to get there. I thought that, coaches and players did a really good job today. I mean, I'd like to single out, this guy's taking a lot of criticism. Charlie Weiss, I thought had a great game plan today. I mean, you saw not just guys making plays, but guys wide open. And, school's been playing football a long time, and that's the most passing yards, I guess, ever. So, a lot of credit to the players and offensive coaches and Coach Weiss.
Questions?
Did you see that kind of a passing attack coming today, even without Trey being available and Caden being as limited as he was?
Yeah, I think that's really kind of, why I even said the, player and coaching part on abnormally too, is because, okay, you're playing without the best receiver in the country, and then Priestcorn basically can't play. So to design the plays, you saw a lot of different type of plays and guys wide open. Just a really good rhythm of the game of him calling. I did not see that. No, I didn't see the 562 yards passing. I couldn't have predicted that. But that's just really a really good job by a lot of people, and just a clean offensive game. I mean, that's a lot of yards, and then to have no turnovers and 1 sack. Just really. I told them I'm just excited that I see them play like they can play, as a team, even without some players, to come on the road and win by over 30 here. That's, again, they just showed the second half of last week and then today how good they can really be.
Lane Jackson today broke the total offense record for this history, breaking Archie Manning's record in 1969. You could just comment on his play today and how big of a game he had.
Yeah, I thought he was great. I said he played well last week. I mean, guy takes criticism, and I think he plays really well. He's all-time winningest quarterback here and the most total yards in the history of school, so he must be doing something right even before today. So I'm just glad that hopefully everybody sees it now, and he's worked really hard to get there. That's not just talent alone. The guy works as hard as anybody all week long, always up in the office, always trying to find new things, work with the different receivers. Jordan used to be a slot, and then Trey out, we've moved him outside, and they did a great job working together throughout the weeks and this week in order to do this.
Lane, would you view this as a complete game performance by all phases today?
I would have thought that if you said a 30-point win here, but we didn't play very good on defense in the second half, and at times in the first half too. And now the fourth quarter was backups, but so I wouldn't say total complete game, but we still did create some havoc on defense. I think 8 sacks still in a game. We just gave up way too many explosive plays and quarterback scrambles.
Is this as good as you felt about your team after a game this season, and also how does this set up for next week as you continue to fight for your playoff lives?
Well, I think that the South Carolina road win would probably be a little bit flipped from this, where it felt like, man, we left all these points out there, and but played this great defense on the road in a really hard place to play. So, we're here now. I would say now we have this offense feeling kind of like that 3 points in South Carolina for the game, especially without Priestcorn and Trey. But that's not up to our standard on defense, especially in the passing game.
Lane, this is not a place Ole Miss has won at in a while.
What does it say about this specific group that you were able to not just win, but get a win like this?
Yeah, I just think it's really I think it's neat how it happened. You know, it's 11 a.m. kick. It's at a place, whatever, 2-14. So I think the last 16 times here or something. So 30 years, 2 wins here, whatever. That I just think it was, and really not a hey they miss a field goal or we make the field goal at the end and they can go either way. You know, we've either gotten beat or had 1-score wins against them since I've been here. So and last time here got beat pretty bad. So I think it does. I think it just says what we talked about last night with them, like, hey, stop making the mistakes so you can show the country like that you're one of the best teams in the country, because you really are when you play well. And again, we're 2 plays, not miracle plays. We're 2 very normal plays away from being undefeated in whatever the 1, 2, or 3 team in the country. So it's neat to see them play like this.
Lane, obviously we saw Henry Parrish cart off at halftime in crutches. Do you anticipate him missing any more turnovers this season? And then the second part of that, just would you make Dominic Thomas stepping in there and running back?
Yeah, I don't know more on Henry. I thought Dominic did a good job in there. He's a very consistent runner, and so we gave him an opportunity because he's done really well in practice. So we were planning on hopefully giving him an opportunity regardless of the injury.
With Watkins in particular, what was working so well with him and Jackson, and what kind of boost did he provide with Trey out?
It was huge. We actually moved him. If you look throughout the game, he's right and left, you know, moving him for matchups on a specific player, and just really thought that those were in our favor. Really thought coming in, you know, if they were going to leave people in man-to-man, we thought our tight end matchup with Daquan and Jordan on that guy were really in our favor.
When you had the huge lead, was it hard for your mind not to shift to Georgia, or did it at times? Did you have to fight that at all, knowing how big next week is?
No, I was, again, knowing how hard this place has been for Ole Miss to win, and that's a good Arkansas team. It's not like last year, you know, we were excited beating Arkansas at the end of the game, and then I remember looking at the thing this year and doing, you know, I think they didn't even have a winning record. You know, that's a good team. So I was excited how we were playing, and I wanted to keep playing even better. I wanted to stop them on defense, regardless of what the score was, and Austin to go down and score a touchdown. I was not thinking about who we were playing next at all.
What are your thoughts on Georgia going into next week, the opportunity?
I mean, we got plenty of time to figure that out. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, so I hope our players enjoyed us. I hope our fans enjoyed us for a place and a team that's given us a lot of problems. You know, and I hope they're happy for a few days. Have some joy, fans.
Anything else for Coach?
Lane, you talked about, you know, giving up some yards in the second half and then some of the points that went along with it, but also finishing with 8 sacks. Just looking at this matchup on the line of scrimmage, I guess what do you like about that matchup?
Well, we didn't play very consistent. You know, big, little in the scrambles, and but we did make some impact plays there, and turnovers, won the turnover battle, and again on the other side, another shutout offensively turnover, back-to-back games. So, but we got to be more consistent in the pass defense and the rush lanes.
It was early in the game, so it kind of gets lost, but the goal line stand Arkansas had, then to get the touchdown in the end zone, the fumble coverage.
Yeah.
What did you think that did just to kind of change the game?
Glad you brought that up. It was a long time ago. I almost forgot. You know, I obviously disagreed with the pass interference call, you know, especially losing the game at LSU with one that I think, I mean, whatever. So I really struggled with that, and, you know, like they say, sometimes the ball doesn't lie, you know. So, in my opinion, they drastically missed the call, and all of a sudden we scored anyway. So
I know
I'm going to stop there.
I know a few years ago you put out that you recommended maybe we should fine coaches for faking injuries on the field, and I know last night the SEC sent out a new fine structure. Just your thoughts on that now being implemented?
I'm glad. And I know some people say, okay, you know, that sounds weird coming from me. God, we're a tempo offense. I mean, I've been saying this for years, okay, to faking an injury hurts us more than anybody, whoever, us in Tennessee, probably more than anybody in America. And it happens to us more than anybody. It happened last week. So, over and over again. So, I know it may surprise you. I was very happy for that. And we issued a statement weeks ago about this.
All right, anything else for Coach? All right, thanks. We'll have players in next.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep.